Hi, and welcome to this week's Tech Tip of the Week. Today, we're going to look at a website that is called YoTeach. Unfortunate name, but it basically is one of those back channel rooms that you can create, kind of like there used to be one that was called Meet that did the same thing. Well, that one's gone now, and this one is kind of like supposed to be there to replace it. So yoteachapp.com is the URL for this, and it's really pretty simple and straightforward. You basically go in and you can make a room. I'm going to call this one KHS Tech Tips. You can give it a description if you want. And then there's a couple of options here. I'm going to click on this one that hides the search results. So if somebody else is basically just goes here and just searches for a room called Tech Tips, they would normally be able to find it. But now that I click that box, they can't. If you're using it for your classroom, you might want to make sure you do that. You can go to administration features, which gives you more power and control over that room. I'm going to leave that one blank for now. And then here's one that I would recommend, though, where you have to have a password in order to get into that room. That way, if some rando person just finds it, they can't enter into your room. So I'm going to make our password paper makers, plural, paper makers with an S at the end, and then I create the room. Except it's taken. So KHS Tech Tip 2, we'll call it. Create the room. There we go. Now, when I share this link with you, you'll be able to enter into our class or into our little room here where we can have back room chats. And you'll have to enter the password, which is paper makers. And then it just looks like this. There you go. So one of the things it'll have you do is it'll have you put in your name before you put in the password so that your name will be associated with it. And you can type your little message on the side here, and you can click the little arrow button. We'll basically put it into our bracket. So Brad Klitsky, the best Brad at Kimberly High School, basically pops up there, and I just said hi. If you want to do little sketches or add photos, you can do that. You want to create a little workroom where you and maybe a couple of partners can work on something, and you can do that also. And then as we do that, this will start to scroll through with all of the different messages. So it's a nice little simple. You don't have to create, you don't have to create an account there. It's just you got the URL, and then you go. So nice and simple. Right here's the URL that I will be sharing with you guys. And we can start putting in some little questions and thoughts and discussions. So this could be used really well if you are doing a presentation and maybe it's on a topic that kids might not want to raise their hands and ask questions about. They don't feel comfortable, or they don't, want to look like they're foolish or don't know something. They could be asking questions in the back channel like this. So, all right, I hope that one helps, and I hope you enjoy it. Have a good day.